super transphobic, and I never want to share space with you. Thank you.
Well, damn, that didn't go well. A fan shows up to hang out with AOC, and then she just walks off and calls her transphobic? Or that fan actually showed up to get the opportunity to speak to her and say that she's filed an ethics complaint, which seems to be for not much of a reason. Here's the full interaction that happened.
Outside the Cannon building. I was here last week because I attempted to ask AOC why she lied about me in a committee hearing. She cowered away, she refused to talk to me. So I'm back here today, 1 week later, and I'm going to deliver her an ethics complaint that I filed for lying about an American citizen in a committee hearing complaint. So we filed that, and if you can give it to AOC, I would really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And tell her to stop lying about American citizens. Okay.
Thank you.
I just dropped off an ethics complaint at AOC's office, and unfortunately she wasn't there. So we left, and then I was walking through the Capitol, and guess who I bumped into? AOC herself. I just delivered an ethics complaint to your office because you lied about me in a committee hearing.
Oh, hi.
Yeah,
No,
so
actually,
I never
you're
inspired a bump for
No,
it.
you're actually super transphobic, and I never want to share space with you. Thank you.
Well, that whole promotion didn't really work out. I guess maybe it did the way she wanted it to, because, of course, whenever you record your process of filing an ethics complaint, it means the first thing in your mind is, of course, your ethics complaint. It's also to get to the truth. Or is it to promote yourself? Because, again, let's watch this third video where the whole process is to record it and put it out there and promote yourself and try and get some kind of a conservative clout based off of these antics. A little bit more.
A few weeks ago, AOC lied about me on the House floor.
Ms. Navaroli, are you familiar with the account Libs of TikTok? That account posted false information about Boston Children's Hospital, claiming that they were providing hysterectomies to children.
So I am right outside the Cannon building, and I'm going to go inside and hopefully meet AOC and ask her why she lied about me and get some answers. Is the congresswoman in?
No, she's not.
Okay. Is the person who's in charge of her tech policy in?
No.
Okay.
Do you need the card?
Yeah, so basically she lied about me on the House floor a couple weeks ago. So I just wanted to ask her why she lied about me.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna get to talk to her. I don't know if she's in or not, but I think that door slam was really telling. So I don't think they want to talk to us.
So I don't think it worked out that well, but still, I guess it worked out from the way that they wanted it to. AOC even had one more response to it as it was being talked about on Twitter. This is what she said after Alejandra Caraballo pointed out that she stormed off on her. She said, "You bet I did. New York City doesn't play with bigots and transphobes, and neither do I." Huh. Well, she's definitely pointing these things out. But look, listen, one more thing, Pascal. Raichik's media tour was not done yet. Because, of course, if you promote yourself on your social medias, you get an invite onto Fox News and Tucker Carlson to promote yourself even further. So I guess it worked. Watch.
And thank you for adding details there that I should have added in the intro. She accused you of inspiring violence, of effectively a criminal act.
Yeah, and she is unfortunately protected by legislative privilege. So she is allowed to lie about me in a committee hearing. And not just that, but she's using her position of power to call on big tech to censor people who she disagrees with. That's what she did in the hearing. And that is really scary.
It's really scary. And thank you for trying to face her directly, which is a nice thing to do in a social media age.
Falsely promoting yourself is very scary, Pascal. Have you tried it?
Hell no. I will say, though, the great Offset once said, and I quote, "You do anything for clout." And I was just waiting for her to drop her Patreon link at the end of that interview with Tucker Carlson, but I guess she didn't have time for that either.
No, definitely not. She's too busy making more videos. Oh, I'm sorry, filing ethics complaints. Or is it actually the things that AOC was saying that she's doing? Because this is what it is that AOC was talking about. Because back when Libs of TikTok posted this in August of last year, breaking exclusive reports, sirens all over the place on this tweet. Children's National, Boston Children's Hospital, admits in damning audio recording that they, quote, do gender-affirming hysterectomies on minors, including 16-year-olds and, quote, younger kids, and has a link and everything to the things that they put out there. So that hospital, of course, had to respond And they said none of the people who were secretly recorded by this activist group deliver care to our patients, is what the spokeswoman said. We do not and have never performed gender-affirming hysterectomies on anyone under the age of 18, which, of course, once you've already been telling your followers this, nobody wants to hear that. They'd be like, of course, the hospital that's performing these gender-affirming care would lie about it because some lady that runs Libs of TikTok is much more trustworthy. So this is what happened, and this is where AOC pointed out how she ignited these death threats. They point out that Boston's Children's Hospital received multiple death threats, yet another one, and police have finally cleared the area. Again, that was after last year because also Matt Walsh was pushing lies about the Children's Hospital as well. And then after that whole thing went down and blew over, they moved on to the next thing because paychecks were cashed, views were had, outrage was spread. That's all that there is that they need to do with this entire process.